Welcome back, everyone. We're here again with Jordy and Vincent from the John Lafitte's Historic
National Historical Park and Preserve.
And Preserve. But we are finishing up our dish pretty soon. Jordy, how we stand on our dish?
Well, it's looking good. It's all cooked down well. It's looking pretty. So now it's time for some butter and some seasoning.
It's looking real pretty.
Mm-hmm. You know, when it comes to butter, as much as you want. That's up to you. If you want to completely saturate it, that's up to you.
I think that's the going thing in Cajun country.
Yeah,
you know, pretty much.
And where'd you buy your butter and your seasoning?
Piggly Wiggly.
That's right. All the fresh ingredients that Jordan's doing today can be found at your local Piggly Wiggly stores here in Opelousas, 8410 Highway 182 North.
Oh, man, that's kind of messed up. You stole my glory.
I'm going to give you half of it.
1305 Heather Drive. Or 17 something. Highway 1
I
in
think it's
Simsport.
1740 something. I'm not
Let's
sure.
say that for now.
Okay.
You know, I said that last show. I said I was going to Google it and find the address, and I didn't. I forget as soon as I walk out the door.
All I got to do is pick up the phone and call.
Yeah, I know. You have no more excuse than me.
That's right. You're right. I should know that right off the bat, but I never really, you know, your computers nowadays, you just mail them a check and it just goes to them.
It's too easy.
Yeah. I don't even know the address. It's just all in the computer and saved. And you know how QuickBooks operates.
Matter of fact, I went to the Piggly Wiggly just the other day. Bought a bunch of meats, stuff like that. I always go for the meats.
Yep.
I
did see you there.
Good selections, yeah.
Yeah, we have the good certified Angus beef meat.
CAB, ground beef. You can't find that just anywhere. Mm-hmm. You know, some places have it, but not many. But I get it. I'm on a special diet lately. So I just take some CAB, ground beef, cook it down, add some kind of vegetables to it or something, and eat that. Mm-hmm. Kind of stay away from the carbs.
Yeah, it looked like you need a diet.
I do.
Right.
Well, Vince, tell us again about all the nice things that are going on at the parks.
Well, again, getting back to Saturday afternoons at 3, we have not only our musicians, but we have our volunteer dancers, because we have people from out of this area want to come in and they don't know how to dance, so our volunteers get them up on the floor.
You mean like two-stepping?
Two-stepping, waltzing, traditional,
yes.
You know, traditional Cajun dancing. So they spend the afternoon with us there, and then the video we have, it's called Echoes of Acadie, and it's about the expulsion of the Acadians up in what is now Nova Scotia, and how eventually how the word Cajun came about from Acadian, which in French is Acadien, and when they got here, the English would say, "What are you?" And they'd say, "Acadien." Oh, you're a Cajun.
Yeah.
So that's how we got the word Cajun. And in the video, again, the deportation and how the exiles were sent to the colonies, the British colonies. Some went back to France on welfare, what they called the dole. Some went back to England as prisoners of war. And when the British kicked them out, they made sure they threw them to the four winds, and you will never, ever get back together. Well, the British were wrong, as usual.
Underestimated.
And so some of them went down even as far as the Falkland Islands. Wow. I mean, it was a huge, and then that was in 1755. And then in 1765, that's when the Acadians started arriving here in the Takapaw territory. Mm-hmm. And others around the world that were scattered out heard about it. This is French. This is a French colony. So they started arriving here, but it wasn't French anymore. It was Spanish. But the Spanish says, "We love you guys. You're Catholic. You hate the Brits. We do too.
We got something in common.
We're going to give you some land and, you know, just settle out here on the prairies and, of course, down in the wetlands, down the bayous." So they were very welcomed by the Spanish that were here, and then eventually went back to France, and then from France back to the United States, bought them out. So that's what we portray at the center there, explain it all to them, either in film or in the museum. And, of course, the music. And Jordy here, his grandfather is very, very famous. I don't know if you ever heard of Andrew Cormier. very famous accordion player in the Golden Triangle, the Port Arthur.
Orange Beaumont.
You know, that's what we call Cajun Lapland. That's where Louisiana laps over into Texas. If it weren't for Cajuns, there'd be no Port Arthur or Beaumont.
Right.
So many of them left here and went there, especially during the war. You know, working in the shipyards and the petrochemical plants.
Trying to get away from
So
work.
his grandfather was very, very famous, and he's moved back to Eunice now, retired.
Yeah.
And
So
so
if you
now
don't
he's
have
got
much plan on a Saturday, you got a free Saturday open.
yeah, please come join
That's
us.
a nice little, you know.
Spend the day with us, and then just move next door to the Liberty Theater at 6 o'clock, from 6 to 7:30 every Saturday night.
If you plan correctly, you can hit it all.
Right.
All the good points.
Get there, you know, around 2 o'clock. After leaving all the other places, you know how there is on Saturday around in our area. There's always music starting
Something
9
going
o'clock
on,
in the
yeah.
morning, all day.
Yep.
And end up with us and the Liberty Theater.
You go to hit Fred's and Mamou first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everybody's got to go to Fred's at least once in their life.
Not just during Mardi Gras.
No, forget Mardi Gras.
Well, George, let's go ahead and finish up our dish. You know, add some seasoning or whatever to it, and we're gonna go ahead and plate it up.
I'm gonna plate it up and we'll put that to the front. It looks good. I can't wait to get a
Smells
spoon. Dig into it. Some tasso.
And again, if you want a copy of this recipe or any other recipes done here on the show, you can go to our website at kdcg.com and click on the What's Cooking Show. Or you can stop by your local Piggly Wiggly stores here in Opelousas, or you can go by and meet Jason at the Steamboat, and we'll be glad to print up a copy off the computer for you, or maybe answer any questions they might have. You know, just the only thing we actually try to remember exactly who the chef is and, you know, what
Yep.
they prepared, because we got so many, there's over 200 something recipes in the archives now.
Now it's all categorized. Steve took it a while back and made sure that, you know, put it in different categories. So it's too easy to find any kind of recipe you want there. All you gotta do is click on a category and go down the list.
That's it.
Very simple. There's a few dishes from you, a few dishes from me.
Yeah. And pretty soon, hopefully, it'll be your award-winning dish you did for the soiree.
I think Steve wants me to do that one on one show. We'll maybe show how to prepare the soft shell crab dish.
That's true, because
They're
I mean,
good.
it's a certain thing that you have to go through to
You
prepare
know,
soft shell.
we always do really well, and I expected to do fairly well. I just definitely didn't expect all of that. I
Oh, it
didn't.
was wonderful.
So I was blessed. I'm thankful.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
It was wonderful. You did a great job, Jason.
But guys, thank you for coming.
Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
y'all,
Appreciate
thank
having
y'all
me
for
on the show.
inviting us.
It's been-
Appreciate it.
And good luck to the Senator, to the Jordy.
Okay.
Thank you. And keep up the good cooking. And hopefully next year we'll see you at the soiree.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you very much.
And again, if y'all want a copy of the recipe, just go to our website or come your Piggly Wiggly stores, or go by Jason at the Steamboat.
Or if you want to go to Piggly Wiggly just to pick up your local groceries, you know,
That's it.
something you need.
Locally fresh. We have a lot of fresh people around here with fresh produce that we buy from locally.
Yes.
You know, try to keep it as local as possible. We have Mr. Larry Fontenot. He brings us fresh cut okra every day.
Come on.
Oh yeah, he's a really nice guy, and a lot of times he'll bring us some mustard greens and stuff like that. So just it's locally grown stuff.
It don't beat Cheese Island, but it'll do.
You're right.
Cheese Island's my favorite part.
Thank y'all for watching the What's Cooking Show, and join us back next week when we have another celebrity guest come in, or just anybody to come in. And join us next week.